Hello, guys. So, if you are a business owner and a trader, you probably gonna understand what I'm talking about when I speak on different things because it's bigger than trading. I always say that trading is a business, business is ministry, and ministry is 24/7, right? So, in that aspect, I don't know, like I could say that I've always been a fast learner, but then it's just like when it comes to a certain level, to make things easier on yourself, you really gotta have certain systems in place. So as flawless as I was, like I said, I used to serve tables as my job. As flawless as I was to take on a lot of tables, I had a system for taking on a lot of tables. But then the system I had in my capacity for taking on 25, 30 tables at a time if needed, because I mean, it takes a talent to be able to be that flawless. And then no matter how busy I am, I would still get tables like, oh my God, the service was so good because that's within me to be able to handle the pressure. You know what I'm talking about? So it's just like me working in business and then me in the market operating through chaos is nothing that's new to me, if that makes sense, because technically, if you want to think about it, life is chaos. So then when you guys see me say trading options or trading futures, and I trade crypto futures and I trade Forex, but I only trade those two over the other markets because of the systems that I have require a little bit longer term hold. When I think about options, I don't have time to be sitting here waiting for time to decay. And then although I've made money trading options, I didn't make no six figures trading options. I wasn't in it long enough to make six figures trading options, but I've made a strong five figures trading options before I was solely only trading Forex, before I was solely only trading crypto futures. You know what I'm talking about? It just takes having that system. So it's like when I know that I'm able to help you guys without it taking any time out of my day, everything that I'm saying to you guys, I'll already be thinking in my head. So to me, it's simple because I'm just like, oh, I don't have to goddamn how do you say? I don't know. I don't have to keep all the fucking thoughts in my head. Because sometimes my friends is busy, some of them work jobs, some of them don't. But everybody got their own day-to-day life. So it's just like everything that I'm doing and everything that had to be done, all I'm doing is doing it in front of a camera now because I already do it. You know what I'm talking about? So it's just like take content, for example. Content is easy to push out lately because I mean, I got a lot of free time. I've always had a lot of free time, right? But at the same time, it's like I know that I'm going to be educating more on YouTube, pushing you guys over to YouTube because that's the only thing that makes sense in my head because you kind of need the longer term videos in order for it all to make sense. It makes sense in my head this way because I mean, I don't know. Like naturally, I should have been on YouTube, but I haven't been. So now it's just like I have to talk anyway, and I build businesses anyway. So I'm also talk about the businesses that I build and how I trade, and then because I have different channels, I can trade live. So I got, I mean, what three different ones for sure. The main one, Naomi Martin, Sniper Scope, Infinity Loop, and then the Clips channel, right? So then it's like from four different channels, how do we manage all that if we really started with this channel? But then the first business I had was Sniper Scope, right? Did I tell y'all that I learned how to not trade? I learned how to drive stick in 30 fucking minutes. So I've always been a fast learner, but you know who was learning how to drive stick with me? My kid's dad, Justin. And you know who taught us? Justin's dad. He taught us how to drive stick. But then even Justin's dad was like, you learn really fast. I don't know why I'm like that, but it's what has to happen. To me, it's without a doubt, it's what has to happen. So it's kind of like when people be complaining about the gas prices and the food prices and shit like that, you have to eat. You have to use gas to get to where you gotta go or to take your kids places. I don't have to go nowhere. So that's not something that I have to think about and what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna fill up on gas. I'm just gonna walk. That's not gonna happen. So the way that I set up this channel is good because I already talk, I already trade, I already teach. All I'm doing it is doing it in front of the fucking camera. I already be up in the middle of the fucking night. I already, first off, my time schedule is fucking weird. I don't know why it's like that, but it fucking works for me because I can get the most amount of work done throughout the fucking night. I don't know why it's like that, but it works. And I get the time spent with my daughter throughout the day when she's awake. Sometimes I wake up at 10, 11. Today I was a little late, woke up at noon, right? But sometimes I'm up at 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. So she get the entirety of the day with me because I know that I'm doing most of what I have to do, throughout the night. And then it's really like the time moves by fast. One moment it's 11:30, the next moment it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I was just like, oh my God, where did the night go? So, yeah, I don't know. I've been a fast learner, but fast learning is just one side of it. You have to be able to implement systems. Like I could trade a lot of pairs in the market because I have the systems in place in the market as well. The same systems I have in place to take a lot of tables, the same systems I have in place in order to run businesses, the same systems I have in place to trade different pairs on different accounts between different brokers. It's the only way that it works. So it's just like when I think about adding the other YouTube channels in order to make it simpler for you guys to find what you need, but also to do a vlog on one, which is really this page because I have a lot of experience on different things and I have been trading a long time. But someone has to teach you to think outside the box. So now it's looking at how I like this channel, how I set up this channel. I like the way that it looks now. I have the current accounts challenge that we've been working on, right? I have the other channels that I have here. The For Me or the For You page here, popular videos, practical money advice, the posts that I have, get rich in your 20s, real trader talk videos, so on and so forth, right? Every video, I pretty much tell a story because I'm always doing some shit. Oh my God. We'll get to that another one. So let's just stick to the topic because I get off topic. This shit, I could go forever. So let's look at this. What we're gonna do is kind of set up these other channels the way that this one is. So by the time that I'm, pushing out the content for you guys to learn better, it's gonna be easier for you guys to find. So a lot of the beginner trader videos are gonna be on the Sniper Scope site because that was my first business, right? And it's just like trading is a business, but the trading for Sniper Scope and trading under Infinity Loop is the same thing. It's a better fucking mindset when it comes to the business that I've just started because I'm just trading under a different business. It's still the same mindset. Nothing fucking changed. It's just a second business. Some people got like 10 businesses. I thought about that too back in like 2021, 2022, and I spent all this money, buying businesses and shit like that. And I do have multiple other businesses outside of these two, but I'm not just practicing those businesses. Those businesses sometimes it's just having that EIN number to have it age. And I don't necessarily know what I'm going to do with all of those yet. But we'll worry about that in the future. Remember, like I said, along the way, I'll get some gems and then I'll pick it up like a Pokemon ball and I just put that bitch in my pocket until I need it. That side of things I don't need yet. The only side that I need right now that I'm going to show you guys that I'm what's going to work on anyway tonight is going to be this side. So let's get it done. Um, I like the way this channel is set up. So now it's a matter of how am I going to fix it on this one so that it's copied basically. So let me go to this home tab and then let me actually move this closer so that I can compare and contrast. Okay, let's see what this is. Hang on. All right, home tab. All right, all right, all right. Collaborations, videos, put collaborations at the bottom. Featured channels. This one's the Sniper Scope one. So let's do this. Feature channels I have over here, edits, and it's just like you guys, if you're just traders and never want to be a business, that's gonna be crazy because your tax is about to be insane. But hey, to each their own. And to each they fucking own. You gonna learn. We're gonna copy this. I need to show you guys, in case somebody get lost. Because the way I think about it, there's like 8 billion people on this earth. And if only a couple 100,000 know me right now, I need to finish getting everything set up for the other billions of people. You know what I'm talking about? Once they have their epiphanies as well. So to make my life easy, this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna add this channel, right? Do do do. Okay, we're going to publish that one, make sure that one saves. And then let's do this. Um, your screen share is paused. Let's do this. Oh, yes. There we go. Copy. All right, so we added this channel for Sniper Scope, and then we go over to trading clips, copy, paste that. We're gonna add it to this as well. I'm gonna paste it right there. Add that one, publish that. I feel like I be having to publish right as I do it, or that shit do not be working. And I don't like to do it again. All right. And then we're going to take an infinity loop. We're going to paste it here, add it to this one, and then done. And we're going to publish that. Right, right, right. And I think what I did earlier, what is this one? One, two, three, four. Okay, cool. Done. Let me make sure that's saved. Check out other channels. Okay, bet. So we got that one there. We got collaboration at the bottom. And that's what I'm saying. Once you have a system in place, everything after that is just matching. You know what I'm talking about? Like matching the pages up and matching the videos up and putting them exactly where they're supposed to go. So if I like the layout of this one, of what I have on my first channel, I'm just gonna copy that layout and put it on the other four channels as well, if that makes sense. And that's exactly what I do. I'm not gonna do all four channels on here, but I kind of want to give you guys a good rough estimate on kind of how things work in my brain because the same way that I will mark up and trade gold is going to be the same way I mark up and trade Euro USD, GBP USD, the dollar. You know what I'm talking about? Because at some point that has to be the constant variable. So if the constant variable is my approach into things and I like the approach, then I keep it the same. If my approach is away on different things and I don't like the approach, I change it. So let me do this real quick. That's the main account. We got the live now. We don't need the short videos personally here because I have a short clip one, if that makes sense. So we don't need shorts on the main channel, and that should not be on here too. Let me make sure it's not on here. No shorts, no shorts, no shorts, no shorts. Yep, no shorts. Okay, we're good there. That should be published. Good. All right, cool. Featured video. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's see. Hang on. Popular single playlist. We haven't made any playlists for that one yet. So let me just write beginners. Um, I don't even have a playlist on there yet. Okay, I'm gonna have to add a playlist, but that's gonna take a little longer to do. So I'll do that one separately. So let me just make sure it's in order. For you and for you in the middle, right under live streams. All right, right under live streams from the bottom, collaboration, video, playlist, post. So I could put the post next. Cool. Oh, I found the playlist one. Let me make sure. Playlist. Um, yes. What is this one gonna be? Okay, let's do this real quick. Let's make a playlist real quick. Upload from Sniper Scope, blah, 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 blah. Save to a playlist, watch later. No, we gonna call this, what should we call this? See, now I gotta think of a name. My bad, it's my dog. I was like, what the fuck? We're gonna call it the currency pairs. Just for now, until I figure out something else. Don't want to stress myself out all in one video. Currency pairs. Because, I mean, that's silver. So, yeah, we're just gonna add that for now. Cool. So now, let me publish that. Let me refresh this because now there's a playlist there, right? So I'm doing it like that so it makes it even simpler. Why the fuck is it not saving? This is what the fuck I'm talking about. Is this not save the playlist, currency pairs? Okay, if that's the playlist, cool. Let's go back. That's the playlist. Create playlist, created playlist. We just gonna pretend that's a playlist then because I don't even know where the fuck to go from there. We'll figure that out later. So now let's go collaboration, videos. We're gonna act like that's a playlist. Cool. We really got two different ways to do a playlist, but we'll skip the second one. We'll do posts. And then we'll add a third playlist outside of posts. Okay, we're gonna act like that's there. So post. Single playlist popular videos is going to be as section. Let's see. Oh my God, this is not, and that's what I'm talking about. So trial and error in business, the same way I be annoyed in the market sometimes, it's the same way I be annoyed with this because sometimes I don't know where the button is. But just because you don't know where the button is on things, that doesn't mean you just fucking stop. I don't know why people go to trade and then they're just like, I'm just gonna stop. And then expect me to talk them out of stopping. I'm just gonna look at them stupid. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm not gonna stop you because you should have stopped yourself. You should have gave a fuck about your situation more than I did to stop yourself from doing that dumbass shit. I'm not gonna hold you. Post popular videos. Okay, so we're gonna overpost put popular videos because there should be another playlist in the middle there, but it's not. We'll deal with that once we get some more videos on this page. But right now we're just doing the setup. So popular videos, the for you, we could bring that over under popular videos. And then we have past live streams, past live streams. Cool, cool. Check out channel, another playlist. Once we get some more videos on this one, we'll worry about that. But just to not make the video too long, but that's what I'm saying. The same way that I like this layout here and the way that it's working for you guys, I'm gonna do the exact same layout, except now it's a different topic. It's getting more into I mean, just the beginner Forex side if you need it, and then the crypto side, the crypto channel, gonna be a little bit more hard for you if that makes sense. Make sure I got four channels here. I got four channels here, and then what else am I missing? Featured video. We'll add. Let's see what they got here. Okay, we already got that. Spotlight, returning subscribers. We can just add this video for now. Okay, so now that kind of looks the same. We got live now. Ooh, do we have a live now on this one? Do. Live now. Boom. Oh my God. So now you see how it's moving just a little bit faster now. Over. Check out videos. Act like that's a playlist there. Um, live now. Check feature videos. Let me make sure I'm not missing a section. We don't need a short section. Upcoming lives. I don't think we need that right now. Let me make sure we don't. We don't need that right now. Single playlist. We're missing a few playlists off this page, but we'll worry about that once we add the rest of the content later. You know what I'm talking about. We'll just do that outside of this video. And then top community clips. I don't have that one. Featured channels, already got that. Subscriptions, no. Okay, so cool. So now pretty much publish. We go to this channel's page and it should be somewhat similar to what this. Let me make sure I didn't move nothing too. To what this channel looks like, right? So playlists, and technically playlists will be first, but we don't have another playlist up here yet. So that's what we're gonna do, right? So the way that you maneuver yourself in the market is the same way that I maneuver myself in business. Now, because I like the way this channel is, and I got four channels, all I do is copy that across the board. And then when I'm uploading content, it's a lot easier for you guys to find, because it's gonna be just very specific so that there's no guesswork. There's no guessing in the market already. Oh, I'm not following my other pages. Let me follow those. Videos, and then let me see what else we got. Yeah, so once everything, once because these pages just got up. So once we get those beginner videos out for you guys, this is just the first video on this channel. I'm gonna implement what I did on this channel to the other three channels, well, other two channels, because this one's basically done. I just gotta upload content to this channel. Then it's just going to provide a better learning experience because I quite literally had to learn how to optimize from teaching individually and finding individual problems that needed a solution to just teaching as a whole because you guys don't let me know what your day is gonna be like. Nor do you have to, nor do I want to know because your day is your day. We got different lives, we got different families, all kinds of shit. But at the same time, the implementation in the system that I have, you need to be able to copy. Just like I'm copying the systems for this YouTube channel onto the other YouTube channels to make it easier for you guys. take this off because I don't need those. I hate having all those tabs open. Just like I'm implementing all this for you guys, for people that have businesses and that trade as well. It's really about the systems that's gonna keep you like it keeps the anxiety away. Like if I don't have to think about something, if like the same way I'm doing this right here, I'm very organized like that. That's the way that my grocery lists work as well, if that makes sense. So it's just like if I understand I like to eat the same things and I meal prep pretty much the same things and I work out pretty much the same way and it's working and I'm eating right and it's working, then I'm just gonna keep doing the same thing. And then you look up one day and everybody's like, "Oh my God, you look great." Well, yes, the consistency is an aspect, but the discipline is the most important aspect. You know what I'm talking about? So it's like if you don't have discipline in your day-to-day life, you're not gonna have discipline in the market for sure. You're not gonna have discipline in business. So it kind of requires you to kind of look at things from a perspective of what's normal. Because a lot of people are normal, but a lot of people not finna make no $100 million. A lot of people are normal, a lot of people are not making no high six figures because people gotta understand $900,000 is still six figures. You know how many people still haven't even correlated that? I'm not gonna argue with people. They haven't even realized 900K is still six figures. Like, come on now. So if you're a business owner and you don't have your systems in place and you feel like life is a little complicated, then you got some work to do because your trading is probably complex because your mind is complex and then your business is complex and then you're not pushing out as much content because you don't have the right systems in place in order to do so. So it's like you have to be able to fix yourself before you try to fix anybody else. It's that same thing about like airplanes crashing when it come to, putting like your, what's it called? I forgot. I forgot. I smoke too much. I mean, today I'm just working on the business side right now. When you have to put your face mask on in order to get air so that you could breathe, so that you can have fucking oxygen, bro. So that you can have oxygen, you quite literally have to do it first. Or what you gonna do? You gonna help this person, your ass gonna suffocate, and then you don't even know what they're gonna be like. You don't even know if they gonna be too scared to try to help you. But your ass gonna suffocate for sure if you do not help yourself before you help everybody else. Because we don't understand. I don't understand somebody else's capacity, but I have to be able to understand my capacity to understand how I'm gonna help you. If that makes sense. So that's all I got for you. All I'm gonna do is implement what I did on this one onto the other pages, and then outside of that, it's just continue to do what I do because it's right. It's correct. And I gotta be okay with being correct, even though you guys don't know I'm correct right now, because eventually you're gonna know I'm correct, right? And there's gonna be too many people, too much overflow for me to implement the systems right then and there when y'all finally find out I'm correct. Because there's been plenty of accounts that I done traded 30 into 9K, 10K into 300K. Fuck, I did 100K into $2 million in 2021 on gold. No, what's that gold? No, 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 that was US 30. Yes. But I was only trading that because gold beat my ass so bad in February. So that's what I'm saying. You got to be able to pivot. So me pivoting onto YouTube and then implementing this onto YouTube is me being able to pivot because I understand how do you say, I don't know, I understand the value that I could bring because it's not even a different fucking perspective, but mine's more just, look, this is why it's correct. And this is the result of being correct. And this is what a back office looks like when you are correct. So it's like if people aren't used to seeing that and people are not doing that, then let me be the first to do it. Because somebody has to bring it to the attention of the world, or I'm gonna go fucking insane trying to think like y'all think. Because some of y'all are right, but majority is not, if that makes sense. So that's all it is. Everything that I have to do and everything I've been doing in front of you, I have to do anyway. There's one side of the course that I'm probably gonna have to make a live version in. I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna do the live version of the audience. We'll see how that goes, but it's about being able to maneuver even when you feel like there's kind of like a stick in the road or it's a dead end. You know what I'm talking about? It's something, there's always more. It's just a matter of how you need to implement things in order to get more. That's it. So I'll catch y'all later. If you business owners and you like how, I'm implementing things, feel free to copy that because it's only going to make your life easier. And that's what it's all about.